Take a close look at this photograph. What do you see in this photo? If you said you see a Nintendo DS bag with straps, then you are probably autistic. Now, if you said that you see a woman's ass in this photograph, then congratulations, you are probably not autistic. What this photo is an example of what's called pareidolia. Pareidolia means you can see human traits in inanimate objects. In this case, these straps are arranged in a way that it looks a lot like a woman's butt wearing a thong. um, so I actually realized that autistic people cannot see pareidolia independently without even researching the subject because I posted this photo on my Discord, and an autistic person responded to it and just started talking about the Nintendo DS. And I didn't respond, I didn't say anything, but it then dawned on me that autistic people cannot see pareidolia. And real quick, I'm just going to show you this study. Um, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but long story short, they did studies, and yeah, autistic people cannot see pareidolia. So I'll link to the study in the description. But let's look at the woman's butt here. So now this by itself, okay, so that's a statement. Autistic people cannot see pareidolia. Now you might say, so what? Who cares? That doesn't make them inferior, and it doesn't, sort of. Unfortunately, the inability to see pareidolia is a symptom of a much bigger, more pernicious problem. Because while not being able to see the woman's butt in this photograph is innocuous enough, not being able to read into situations and not see what is beyond the apparent can be extremely problematic. In other words, autistic people cannot perceive dangerous situations until it is too late. So what this can mean is like it can mean it runs the gamut, right? So there could be a situation dealing with human beings which autistic people always routinely perform poorly on. Autistic people are terrible with people. They are very poor with handling human systems. But let's say there is a situation where you're dealing with people and, you need to have a sixth sense when dealing with someone that you do not know, never met. And humans, most humans, have an inbuilt ability to judge someone before they know anything about them based upon their appearance, their mannerisms, behavior, the way they're speaking, and things like that. Very quickly, within the first few seconds sometimes of meeting someone, most human beings, especially the more astute ones, can perceive this, but autistic people cannot. And this can lead to disaster if the person you are dealing with, person or people you are dealing with, are sinister and are badly motivated and want to hurt you or kill you. Okay? So, because of this, autistic people routinely are terrible with handling human systems. And they are terrible leaders. Because in order to be a good leader, you have to be able to do exactly what I just said. You need to be able to understand people and the types of people they are beyond what is presented as obvious. Okay? In a situation where you have an autistic person who is in charge of other people's lives, this disability that they have can get everyone killed. Autistic people make for terrible leaders. Elon Musk is a great example of an autistic person who's a terrible leader. This is not to say, I need to have some caveats here because I know a lot of autistic people are going to get triggered and they're going to get mad at me instead of getting mad at the people who are taking advantage of them. Okay? Because this is the other thing. Autistic people are vulnerable to manipulation. Okay? Because they cannot see the sinister motives of the people who they're interacting with. They cannot see what is beyond what is apparent. They can't see the woman's ass. All they see is the Nintendo DS case and the straps. Elon Musk, he bought Twitter, and now he's in charge of one of the biggest human systems in the world. Huge social media company. And while there are some good decisions that he's making far more bad decisions because he is allowing the racist alt-right hicks to manipulate him into platforming them because these people know that they can use a platform, ostensibly a free speech platform, to then destroy other people's freedoms. Okay, they are trying to manipulate dumb people like Elon Musk, autistic people like Elon Musk, into serving their agenda. Okay, their agenda is to destroy the lives of non-white people. And they're going to use freedom to destroy other people's freedoms, to undermine freedom. And so they see a person who's an easy mark, Elon Musk, an autistic person who is good with numbers, good with math. He's not a dumb guy when it comes to making electric cars, but he is a dumb guy when it comes to managing human systems. And he can be taken advantage of because he can't see their sinister motives. He is manipulatable. Just like all autistic people are, they have a significant disability, an impaired ability to understand when they are being manipulated. They cannot perceive dangerous situations in human beings. They're terrible at human systems. So Elon Musk, he thinks freedom of speech is great. Let me platform all these Nazis. Oh no, big mistake. Because those Nazis are going to use that platform. They're thinking, they're saying behind their backs, what a dumbass. What a dope. We're using this fool. He doesn't even realize it. He's so stupid. Until it's too late, that is. You know. He puts out these polls saying, should we unban Drumpf, the racist Nazi who staged a coup that got people killed? Should we reinstate his Twitter account? And then the Nazi racists see an easy mark. Look at this dope. Let's just make 1,000,000 bots and just spam the poll and say yes. And then they unban him. What a fool. But look, it's not just Elon Musk. It's anyone who is in a position where they want to treat people equally and they see autistic people and they want to be kind and fair to them. But putting them in leadership positions, putting them in charge of other human beings is a huge mistake that can get people hurt, put people in danger, or even get people killed because of their inability to see what is beyond the apparent and their susceptibility to manipulation. Autistic people are not dumbasses. They have real strengths, but usually those strengths are highly specific and specialized. And they are dealing with very specific things that have nothing to do with human interaction. Let them focus on what they do best. If they're good with numbers, let them do number things. If they're good with statistics, let them be a statistician. But leave the leadership to someone else who excels at that, not the autistic person who cannot see the woman's ass for the Nintendo DS strap. Have a good night, guys.